taster just like my Eggo waffles. I just want my Eggo waffles. I ain't trying to be aggressive, but people look at me like I'm an old man. I came back from resurrecting, they look at me like I came back from the dead like it's Resident Evil. But they don't even understand that I'm actually more human than you ever can. This is why I'm what you call the ex-human. I'm just different. I'm artistically different. Now, I ain't trying to have sex in no meat shop.
What's up, my archfiends of chaos? This is your king and knight, Vincent Valentine, the Turk, coming at you with a brand new video. And we're going to be talking about Dissida NT since I've been doing too much with Final Fantasy 15, 7, and 9. We're going to be talking about Dissida. Now, I think it's a stronger possibility that Ardyn is most likely going to be the villain for 15. So, I think that's going to be 100% possible that it's going to happen, that Ardyn ends up being the villain for 15 for Dissida NT. Don't get me wrong, Ravis is another good character, but the problem is, Ravis was not really evil. He was just misconstrued and ignorant. And Idolus, we don't even know anything about Idolus. You know, not even chapter 13, verse 2 has pointed out what happened to Idolus. So we don't know what happened to Idolus. So Idolus is probably not going to be making an appearance in there. And I'd already made a vote, and most people voted for Ardyn. A couple people voted for Ravis, and there are Ravis fangirls and fanboys. Like I said, Ravis does have his own fan base. But I think it's possible that Ardyn will come. Yes, his fighting style will be the same as Noctis, but, you know, but I think it's going to be, like, different. I think for Ardyn, he's going to be more focused on the defensive, while Noctis focuses on offensive, just to make the style kind of different. But it'd still be the same. It'd be the same play style that Noctis has, you know. So, you know, I think it's 100% possible that, you know, we could be getting a new style. I mean, kind of a newer style, but the same kind of style as Noctis, but a little bit different, a little alterations to the fight style that Ardyn's probably going to use in the Dissida NT. So I think that's going to be something awesome. I'm actually pretty much hyped for it. But, you know, now I think his is going to work a little different. Like everything that Noctis does with his royal arms and stuff like that for his fight style, it's going to be the exact opposite since Ardyn has the reverse royal arms, and he does have the reverse royal arms. It'd be reverse of what Noctis does. As Noctis is an offensive, Ardyn is going to be defensive. And then they could switch back up. Now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more powers that could be added to Ardyn. Such as he could shoot the same kind of purple blast that Idolus did in chapter 13, verse 2. You know, just to give him a little bit different power so people don't complain, oh, he's the same kind of character archetype. You know, I mean, I don't want those complaints to be a thing, so, yeah, I'm just, you know, I just want the whole thing to be about, you know, changing, but keeping the same fighting style as Noctis has, but with a little bit of change and stuff like that, so, you know. But I think it's going to be perfect to see another clash of Ardyn and Noctis, just like Final Fantasy 15, since Ardyn is the biggest hype right now for Final Fantasy lore, as, you know, being one of the biggest villains. Now, I believe his style is going to be much more like, I don't know if he's probably going to be a Vanguard or something like that. I mean, I can't imagine he would. I think he's probably going to be like whatever the swordsman style is. So it's probably going to be a mix of Sephiroth's style and Cloud of Darkness' style when it comes to fighting style. You know, when it comes to fighting style, I think it's going to end up being like that. Now, I believe with his EX core or his limit break, whatever they call it in there, I think what it is it'll just be the Star Scourge Ardyn with the pink with the pinkish, aura like he had, but with his demonic looking face. And it's just gonna increase his attack, HP, defense, and pretty much, I think until it runs out, it's gonna do a considerable amount of damage. Cause I doubt that they're gonna do the same kind of treatment they did to Ardyn like they did in 15. I think they're gonna try and redeem Ardyn. So, and then having that special attack where it knocks out Prompto, Gladiolus, and Ignis has that to, paralyze your opponent's teammates while he can go one-on-one for like a little bit, But I think, they're going to try and make Ardyn much stronger in Dissida, hopefully, because Ardyn didn't get the justice he deserved as a perfect villain he should have been. I may not like the character, but I think Ardyn deserves justice. I think Ardyn deserves to be... redeemed as a villain. I think they should have never debuffed him, to make it easy for the kiddos to play Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy games were never meant to be easy. Now, I know, this is coming from a guy who played God modding mode on Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9 just for streams. But it happened if I wasn't streaming, I would probably have played on the regular modes. But Final Fantasy is not supposed to be easy. So I hope that they make Ardyn a lot more difficult for Noctis' boss in Dissida, or just a boss in Dissida, or just a character to face, or someone using that character online, or even as an NPC. I think they should make Ardyn a lot stronger. I think Ardyn's abilities should range from when he does that paralyzing thing he does to Prompto, Ignis, and Gladiolus, to, Star Scourge Limit Break, Royal Arm, Reverse Royal Arm, Aura, and his regular stuff should be just the pinkish Royal Arms with regular, But I think he should be in a Star Scourge form with the Aura. I mean, that's what I think should happen. That's just my opinion. And you don't always have to agree with my opinion, but that's what I think should happen, to be quite honest. Because it'd make Ardyn, you give Ardyn more than just the same moveset that Noctis has. And again, like I said, I'm gonna upload this later. I'm actually just working on all my videos, just so I have a whole week's of videos. But I think this is an important video for Dissida if they want to consider Ardyn as the villain for Final Fantasy 15. And as much as I like Ravus because he has a different fighting style, we never got to see Ravus' full fighting style until we get episode Ignis. And plus, again, Ravus was not really a villain. Ravus was just foolish and arrogant and ignorant. That's all what Ravus was. Ardyn has planted the Star Scourge, has wars between the Lucis Cealums, killed Astrals, killed many millions of people through wars and stuff like that for 3,000 years. So Ardyn would be a better villain. Now, like I said, I just want him to be harder to face, even as an online character, just so Ardyn gets the love he deserves for being a good villain. Because even though Ardyn was a weak final boss, you gotta admit Ardyn was a good villain. You really gotta admit that. You love to hate this guy. This guy was just as evil as Kefka. Even in some cases, he surpassed Sephiroth in the ability of evil. So it wouldn't do no good to weaken Ardyn. So I think if Ardyn could have a reverse of what Noctis has, but just beef it up a little bit, this will make Ardyn playable by all players. Even people who have not played Final Fantasy 15 or any Final Fantasies and they just play fighting games, Ardyn will pretty much be, will be allowed to, be used in the game. I mean, I personally use them. In fact, when I do get Dissida NT, I'm probably going to be making a lot of videos on characters that I use, of course. Like I did with the NT beta, I'm going to actually play all characters. But I think, this will actually end up being a good thing for the fan base to actually have Ardyn as the villain because this will redeem Ardyn's value as a villain. I mean, the dude didn't even get a Play Arts Kai made out of him, let alone. So, you know, this will bring and restore Ardyn's honor back as a Final Fantasy villain, because he was a disappointing final boss battle. You know, it didn't matter what level you were. They give Noctis the Mary Sue powers he has. No offense. So I think it'd be better if it was possible that we add Ardyn as the character roster and redeem him as a character, plus give him kind of different movesets, and this will work. This will be a combination of Sephiroth, Cloud of Darkness, and Noctis' moveset, which will make a perfect balanced character that anyone could use in Dissida NT or just fighting games general. You don't have to be a Final Fantasy fan to play Dissida. Even fighting game fans are into Dissida. So, may the crystal be with you, yay or nay, about if you want Ardyn, Lucis, Cealum as the villain roster for Final Fantasy 15, or should Noctis just be the only Final Fantasy 15 character? So let me know in the comments, and may the crystal be with you.